What's up, everybody? We are getting started shortly.
Welcome to the Mad Cave, where the old games never fade. Stack of great cards, glowing CRT. Welcome to the Mad Cave, heartbeats in 8-bit waves. You can plug in, you can still play free. Keep the pixels bright, pass the pad tonight. Every level cleared keeps the legends alive. If the future's loud, let the past still play.
What's up, everybody, and welcome down to the Mac Cave. You found your way to Mac Cave Gaming. It is Members Monday, Monday night, where the live chat is dedicated to our channel members. We've got some stuff to talk about tonight, and I want to apologize for that glitchy opening there. Nothing was wrong on any of your sides. That was on my side. I think the hard drive where I have that video clip saved is dying. So I gotta salvage some stuff off of that drive and move it to a different location, because I noticed that happened on the last couple streams, and I'm pretty sure it's because it's having trouble pulling from the hard drive itself. So my apologies for that, but at least the other video worked on there. Just that intro with all the controllers, that one's getting glitchy, so I'm gonna have to fix that. So there's my boomer moment for the night. Hopefully the only one of the night. What's up, everybody? Good to see all you guys. Oh, new yeah, this is a Superman shirt. I found this at Walmart when the new Superman movie came out. My son and I, we went up to Walmart and grabbed some Superman t-shirts, and then we went and saw the movie. This was one of them that I picked up. I like this one a lot. And then we picked up ones that have the like the new version of the logo of the shield, or at least the version they're using in that movie. Speaking of that movie, I'm hearing, not that I've really followed much, but apparently some test screenings for Supergirl, the next movie coming out, didn't really do very well. So I don't know. I'm still going to check out that movie because I'm a big Superman and Supergirl fan. So I'm going to check it out regardless, and hopefully it's good. But we got some stuff to talk about tonight, guys. We are going to be back on the topic of WWE 2K26 because the update that happened today is actually worth talking about. And I want to tell you guys what the update is, and I want to talk about how it impacts me. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fire up the game and test some stuff out. I haven't played the new update yet. In fact, I turned on the PS5, and the first alert that came up on the screen was patch 1.07 downloading and installing for 2K26. So we're going to dive into it together tonight and take a look and see what happens with it. But I got some stuff to go over. We're going to look at the patch notes. We're not going to read every single patch note. It's ridiculous. This was 5 gigs and change of an update that went into the game tonight. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. But let me say hello to chat real quick here. Black Dragon, what's up, dude? Brian is here. Who do I see else popping in? Papa Palpatine's Pizza Padawan, good to see you. Jeff is here. Good to see you guys. Glad everybody's able to start to pop in here. What's up, Steve? Good to see you, man. Yeah, it's Members Monday, so live chat is dedicated to our channel members. If you would like to join the live chat on our Monday night streams, you're always welcome to at any level of our memberships, which start at 99 cents, and that gets you in. That gets you right in. So if you want to join the conversation live as we go through our topics tonight, by all means, feel free to join our membership tiers. We're happy to have you here. Join the Cave Dwellers, and we have multiple tier levels on there. So definitely worth checking out. And then we have our normal Thursday night streams every week where we start to play story-based games and all kinds of stuff. But tonight, we're going to be focusing on a little bit of news and the details of what happened here with this game. WWE 2K26 is unfortunately a major topic in the world of gaming right now, and it's just crazy that that's the case, because 2K Games has dug themselves into a hole, and with this latest patch, it seems like they're trying to climb out of it a little bit and do some damage control. But I feel like this may backfire on them. But we're going to go over all those details here. Are you doing an open stream but members chat? Yes, the stream is open. The stream itself is public, but the live chat is dedicated to you guys, to the members here. And yeah, we're trying to see if we can grow this members family a little bit if we can, potentially. But I definitely wanted to share how this patch impacts my gameplay of 2K26 and what it impacts, because there's only certain modes that I play, but I got forced into playing some other modes for the sake of trying to get through that ringside pass and get through all the, the paywalls that they added to the insanely expensive game that I already paid for, and so many other people did. And that's what all the videos that are out there right now are about. It's the people who have been playing these games for the longest time, and now we get slapped with these extra paywalls after already paying for the most expensive edition of the game. I did a whole video about it, and there's hundreds of videos out there about this topic here, but I wanted to share how it impacts me as a player that used to be a loyal 2K Games player as far as the WWE games went. I really wasn't playing the other 2K games, like the sports games and stuff, but from what I've been told, and I've been learning from the comments I've been getting on the videos, that apparently these shady practices from 2K have been happening in the NBA 2K games for a very long time. I didn't know about that, though, because I wasn't playing those games, but now it hit me in 2K26. But that's all stuff we've gone over prior, and we've got the previous video all about it. But this is going to be about the patch notes, and I'm going to bring it up on screen. We're going to go through it together. There's a ton of patch notes, tons of patch notes. Like I said, this patch was over 5 gigs that went into this, at least on the PS5 edition. I don't know how big it was for any other ports, but that's the version I have. And this this particular piece of the puzzle that I can't help but laugh at is what I'm considering their "I'm sorry" patch. And I think they're trying to do a little bit of damage control, but is it too little too late? And is there any coming back for 2K in all of this. They've lost a lot of their loyal fan base. And for me personally, this is my final 2K game. You know, it's not just the WWE games for under 2K. It's all 2K games. That's it. They done me dirty, and that's it. I don't give any more money to companies that screw me over. And that's what they did to myself and the entire player base of WWE 2K26. So we're going to talk about those patch notes tonight, and I'm going to bring it up on screen for us so we can take a look at it together. And we're going to start with the juicy bit. We're going to start with the I'm sorry patch, and we're going to go over that. Then we'll get into the more details about the other fixes and stuff that they've been doing, which I think there are some good things in there. So I do want to give credit where credit is due. There are some good things, so we're going to cover those as well. So let's switch over and take a look at the patch notes. All right, let's bring this up. I got to pull this up here. Hey, we all got a preview of ourselves on screen there for a moment. So hopefully this is big enough. I'm going to read through a bunch of this here, and we're going to take a look at it together. But this is from the official WWE 2K website. They always put all their patch notes on there, so you can always look these up and take a look at them. I'm glad it's the same as it was earlier this morning when I looked at it. I meant to grab a screenshot just in case, because one of the patch notes... it might have been the first patch. They changed it on the website afterwards, but people had screenshot it and everything. So I was like, oh, should I grab a screenshot before they change it? It looks like everything is still the same here. So this is what I want to go through and talk about this. So today, March 30th, 2026, WWE 2K26 released these notes about their Ringside Pass adjustments. Now, there's more notes and everything for the actual patch 1.07. Tons of information. Wait until you see how much stuff got patched. It's insane. But the big story is this portion right here. This rolled out today at 11:13 a.m. The update was as of 11:17 a.m. this morning. And this really caught my eye. So I'm going to read through this here, and let's talk about this. So as we roll down the road to WrestleMania 42, we're excited to share several WWE 2K26 updates. With WrestleMania fast approaching, we reminisce about the superstars, legends, and iconic moments of the past that established WrestleMania as the greatest spectacle in sports entertainment. From what I've heard, it really isn't over the past few years. I'm not caught up on all of the latest on there, but I've been hearing some people are pretty upset with the pay-per-views in general. Actually, I should say, what is it? It's not pay-per-view anymore. It's PLE. What is that? Paid live event? Is that what that is now? See, that's how far behind I am with it. I'm on a journey of catching up on all the storylines, and I'm almost done with 2016. That's where I'm at in my journey to catch up. So here we go. So this is where they want to try to sugarcoat everything and to make it seem like they're really helping us out, guys. 2K is in our corner, right? 2K is here to help us out and make our experience with 2K26 better after they screwed us all over. To help players relive some of those legendary matches and create WrestleMania moments of their own in WWE 2K26, we're offering the following opportunity to catch up as Ringside Pass Season 2 launches on April 15th. We're getting an opportunity, everybody, to catch up on that Ringside Pass. Oh my goodness, can you believe it? It's so nice of them. Starting today, all current and future players will be granted enough RXP for Ringside Pass Season 1 to unlock 20 tiers. Please allow 24 hours for this RXP to be added to your Ringside Pass Season 1 progress after logging in. Woohoo! 20 tiers in Season 1, and Season 1 is almost done. But you want to give us 20 tiers right off the bat from there. Well, you know what? It's okay, because they figured that out. All players who have installed linked and have installed linked a 2K account and played the game prior to April 14th will also receive enough RXP for Ringside Pass Season 2 to unlock 20 tiers when Season 2 launches. Now, I finished Season 1, so according to this, when Season 2 launches, I should get the first 20 tiers right out of the gate. Now, look, is this helpful? Yes. Yes, it is. It is definitely helpful because it is a grind to get through those season pass tiers. It took me, and I mentioned this in the prior video, it took me 27 hours to get through season 1, and that was also having included the they call it the glitch or whatever we did, the trick in the beginning, which they have patched out. They made it more difficult to do it, where people were making it easy to get through the pass and get that XP quickly. They patched it, 2K patched it to make sure people can't do that anymore. I had done that already for 20 tiers for half of season 1, and still having done half of the pass quickly, I did it in less than 30 minutes. It still took me a total of 27 hours to get through the rest of the pass. That's insane. 27 hours basically to get through half of the pass. So they're going to give us half the pass. If you haven't started the Ringside Pass yet, if you're still on Season 1 and haven't started it, you're going to get that jump start in Season 1. If you're already through it like I am, you're going to get the jump start in Season 2. Yes, it's helpful, but is this too little too late? Let's keep reading. Required RXP per tier will be reduced from 800 to 625 RXP for Season 2, and required RXP tier will not increase for future seasons. The values of consumable RXP boosts will also be increased. Now, I don't know how far they're going to be increased, but let's talk about this. So, for each tier level, and there's 40 tiers per season, right? And it takes 800 experience points to unlock a tier. And it takes a while to grind up to 800 experience points. So, in their effort here of doing what I'm considering damage control, I think 2K right now is very much in damage control mode right now. They are dropping the amount to 625, which I think is kind of weird. Why not drop it the full 200? Why only that far? 800 to 625. Why not drop it to 600? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that, how that's going to all calculate with how many points you get per match and with the win. They have that listed in there of how long, how many points you get for a match and how many bonus points you get for a win. So I guess maybe the calculations work out to a more comfortable point at 625. Either way, it's a decent drop. I would like to see it drop even lower. In fact, I would like it to not be there at all. But that's besides the point, because the Ringside Pass is here to stay, and it's not going anywhere. And they are making that very clear with this. They had an opportunity to, for anyone who bought the Monday Night Wars edition, the most expensive edition, they could have wiped this out for everyone who bought that and just give them the things they paid for. But they chose not to. They're doing this. Again, damage control. But still, I have to give credit where credit is due. That is a good thing. Reducing the amount you have to get per tier is very helpful because, again, this is a grind to get through it. Now, this is the part that maybe I'm not fully understanding it, and I'll lean on you guys here in chat a little bit to see if I'm understanding this correctly. It says, starting with Season 2, all 4 DLC characters in future Ringside Pass Premium seasons will be available at Tier 1 and automatically available to unlock in the Ringside Pass menu for Premium Pass players when those respective seasons launch. Now, they're talking about DLC characters, the wrestlers you would unlock, in the premium season pass. But here's the thing, and I'm a little confused now, because prior to this, it was my understanding that all of the DLC wrestlers were in the standard pass, the one that's just there no matter which version of the game you buy. But if you buy the season pass and get the crazy edition of games, there's another level. There's a ringside pass, and then under it is the premium ringside pass. It was my understanding that all of the wrestlers, all of the superstars were in the top level, the standard level, and the bottom would be more bonus things. There was move sets and new articles of clothing you can get for customizing characters and stuff like that. But this is saying that there's going to be 4 DLC characters in the Ringside Premium Pass. I didn't realize that, unless that changed since the last time they said what everything was in there. Because when I first got it, I went and found out what's in the Ringside Pass. I specifically remember it, at least under the understanding was that all the wrestlers were in the standard tier. So even if somebody didn't get the crazy edition of the game, at least if they did the grind, they would unlock all of the DLC wrestlers. But apparently that's not true, because at least 4 of them are locked behind that premium pass, which is even more insane. So I don't know which wrestlers they are, but I mean, I'll end up getting them because over time I'm going to work my way through this. 2K27 will probably be out by the time I do that, but that besides the point. They're at least moving them up, so they'll be in tier 1. So the first thing you unlock are those characters, and then everything else after that, if I'm understanding this correctly, would be all the cosmetic stuff and everything, and then movesets, which that in itself is insane. They locked movesets behind the paywall. It's a whole mess. It's a whole nightmare. But I wanted to make sure I was understanding this correctly, because that's just kind of insane. The last part of this here, let me just bring this down. All right. Alongside these updates, patch 1.07 is now live for 2K26, bringing gameplay improvements, balance adjustments, and new content across all platforms. This update includes a wide range of improvements and fixes across the game, including adjustments to the stamina meter. There have been a lot of complaints about that stamina meter, so I am happy to see that there are adjustments happening to that. An increased damage threshold to avoid instant disqualification as a result of attacking the referee. It didn't happen to me, but people were running into moments where they would accidentally just like lightly bump into the ref and they were getting DQ'd out of the match. It was driving people crazy. So it seems like they have fixed that. The addition of several new moves, including Chelsea Green's Cradle Flatliner and Blake Monroe's Glamour Shot finisher. They're telling me that these 2 wrestlers, I know Chelsea Green, I don't know who Blake Monroe is, they didn't have their finishing moves? Is that what I'm understanding right here? That they had 2 superstars in this game that didn't even have their finishing move? That's insane, but apparently they're back. They made enhancements to the island. I could care less about the island. They also made updates across the Creation Suite, Universe, that's what we're going to be talking about tonight, My Faction, My Rise, and the island, along with many more improvements that are detailed in the full patch notes available, and we're going to take a look at patch notes. We appreciate the passion, time, and feedback you continue to share with us. We hope you enjoy these changes and take the opportunity to catch up on the home stretch to the grandest stage of them all. The show never stops. Yeah. So, and I'm going to catch up with you guys here in chat in a second, but it seems like to me this whole section here, which I think is even bigger than the patch itself, I think this is 2K trying to just blow some smoke up our asses and try to get the complaints to reduce. I don't think they will reduce. I think they will continue to be full on right at 2K constantly, because the player base desperately wants companies like this, in this case 2K Games, to learn from their mistakes and not do this anymore. Now the reality is 2K has seen the money coming in from this, so they are not going to change. I guarantee this Ringside Pass thing and all of this crap will be there in the next release and in the following release after that. It'll stay. I won't be playing it, but it will be there. I am absolutely sure, based on the things I have learned now with their history leading up to this release. Again, I didn't know it was happening in the other sports games. I wasn't playing them. I can tell you it was not happening. At least the Ringside Pass, the Battle Pass thing, was not happening in the prior 2K WWE games. They did have these things like My Faction mode, and the Island was introduced last year in 2K25. I did play some of the Island, and I have to say, I did have some fun with it. I didn't do any of the extra garbage, like of buying clothes and stuff like that. I didn't care. It wanted real world money for that. and I didn't care. I just did some quests, and I had some fun with it. I'll eventually check out the island here in 2K26 and see what's up. Apparently, it's a continuation of the story that was in the prior island. So actually, I'm considering going back to 2K25 and finishing the island on that. If I can. I don't know if it's going to ask me for money to be able to do that. If that's the case, then I'm just out. But it is a continuing story, so I'm actually a bit interested, and I do want to check that out. But let's take a look at, let me catch up on chat first. Then we're going to jump into the patch notes of 1.07. Not all of them. There's hundreds of them. I just want to talk about the things that impact me and the way I play the game, so you get an understanding of where I'm at in this. But let me scroll back in chat here real quick, guys, to catch up with you guys here. And again, thank you all so much for being here. This is awesome seeing you guys here. As Jim Carrey says in Liar Liar, what I'm gonna do is piss and moan like an impotent jerk and then bend over and take it up the tailpipe. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a great movie. I love that. 2K, I can see why you would think that, but given Nintendo locked the chat button behind a paywall, nothing surprising these days. Isn't that insane? It's just insane. It absolutely is nuts. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are here for this. And I know I don't normally complain about a bunch of crap, but this one, it impacted me personally. And I always want to be transparent with you guys and let you know what I'm dealing with and what I'm going through and what impacts me in the world of gaming, especially if you yourself also got this game and got screwed over as well. Alan, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Good to see everybody here. Thank you again so much for being here. Let's take a look at the 1.07 patch notes. There is so much in here. Oh my God, we got Nemesis here. We should send Nemesis after him. Okay, so we're going to touch base on a couple of things here. Not a ton. We're going to be jumping down to universe mode primarily, because that's my mode. That's the mode I play these games for. I like building my WWE universe and make it what I want it to be. That's where I have a lot of fun. So let's take a look. In general, they made stability and performance improvements. Okay, which the game definitely needed because there were a lot of glitches happening. This game has crashed on me so many times. I keep sending when it crashes on the PS5, it takes the clip of when it happened and screenshots and everything, and then you add it to a report that you send up to Sony, which I guess they bring to 2K or whatever. I've done that on every single one, but
say his name and he appears.
Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I gotta look up more of his matches. I haven't watched a ton of his matches, but his character style is awesome. You know which other character I'm really liking lately? And people may think this is incredibly stupid, but I think it's hilarious. Danhausen. Have you guys heard of Danhausen? This character, I feel like this is what WWE needed. I remember growing up and there being comedic style characters, going back to like Doink the Clown and stuff like that. And Danhausen is reminding me of things like that. And, it reminds me of like Santino Marella. He was freaking hilarious in his like later half of his WWE career. And Danhausen is along those lines, and I'm finding him to be pretty hilarious. So I'm looking forward to actually seeing him wrestle. I have not seen him in a match yet. I know he came over from AEW, but I don't watch AEW, so I didn't see anything of him in there. But apparently he was much darker over there, but the more comedy side has been brought over, and WWE seems to be going all in with it. So I don't know. I'm enjoying that character, but that's a side note of the whole thing. So we got stability and performance improvements, gameplay. Let me see how much was in here. Okay, so this is worth going over here. Gameplay and play. I don't know what the difference is. Increased damage threshold for the DQ with the ref. We talked about that. Stamina and reversal adjustments. Adjusted stamina costs to increase more gradually over the duration of a match, so players are less likely to become winded early on. What happens in the game is the stamina would run out so quickly, and this like purple meter would appear around your character, and during that time, which it was very slow moving, you can't counter. You can't block. So you just end up getting your ass handed to you, and it got really frustrating. So they made some adjustments to that, which is good to see. Reversals now cost less stamina when you are fighting more than one opponent. That's interesting. So if you're in like a fatal four-way or a triple threat match or something like that, I guess you get to keep more of your stamina when you're dealing with multiple opponents back and forth. So that's pretty cool. That's definitely good to see. Improved thumbtack stability during online play. I really don't play this online, and I've only done one match so far that had thumbtacks. Actually, it wasn't even thumbtacks. It was pieces of a bracelet. It was during the showcase mode with CM Punk. It was CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, and it worked the same way. They dropped these pieces of this bracelet or something, and it worked the same way as the thumbtacks. I haven't had any issues with it, but again, I didn't play much of that yet. AI now attempts reversals and after transitioning from front to rear. Interesting. I didn't know the AI wouldn't try to reverse anything. So again, something I haven't really experienced. Addressed reported concern related to movesets reverting to defaults while using an alternate attire during the match. That's wild. I did not experience that. I have used alternate attires for multiple wrestlers, but I haven't found that they were missing any moves, but clearly that was happening. There are a lot of bugs in this game, and I'm sure there still are, but people were complaining about tons of stuff. Could you imagine that? Oh, I chose a different outfit, so now my character doesn't know. Imagine like you're playing as like Triple H, and it's like, oh, I'm using a different attire, so he doesn't know the pedigree anymore. Like, that's what it seems like. Stuff like that was happening. Updated visual effects fade on poison mist. Oh, so characters that like spit that mist, the poison mist. I guess there was an issue with it not staying on screen long, so they adjusted that. Addressed reported concerns related to the wrong date showing in my stats. I don't know. I haven't seen that. Added a new move. Oh, we talked about this. Chelsea Green getting her move and Blake Monroe. That's ridiculous. The fact that they were missing their finishing moves to begin with, that's like, that's so stupid. Even Solo Sikoa. Added new move, standing crowd opponent. He got a new taunt. Oh, maybe it's a specific taunt that he actually does. So that's good if they added that, if it was missing. Addressed reported concerns related to hair shine changes reverting to default when in gameplay. So if you create a character and you added some shine to their hair and it went away, that's definitely a glitch to report. And then finally, addressed reported concerns related to superstars stepping down from the middle rope when playing cage matches. Okay, this I think I experienced in a Hell in a Cell match. I was trying to climb the cage, and then as soon as I got up the ropes a little bit, I would start to hop back down, and I couldn't activate. It was like you hit a button to activate actually climbing, and it wouldn't let me do it. I just kept kind of bouncing back and forth. It only happened a couple of times. Definitely a weird moment. Like you feel like you're not in control at all. But I was still able to then eventually get through the match. But I don't know. I don't know if that's something that would happen in the Hell in a Cell specifically, or it was just cage matches, but I think I experienced that glitch. So I'm glad that it got got fixed. That's definitely a good thing. Hold on, I'm catching up on question. How do you know when a woman is going to say something smart? Oh boy, do I want the answer? She starts off by saying a man once told. Wow, dude. Okay, we're going there. Did they play test this game before release? Tripping Orc, I don't think so. And by the way, hello, good to see you. There couldn't have been extensive play testing because at launch this game was glitchy as all hell. I didn't experience all of them because I didn't play all of the different modes that they were happening in, but people were complaining right away, right out of the gate. And I'm talking about during pre-release for the pre-order, and also after like official launch date. These glitches were not fixed, and then these patches would come out, the earlier patches, and nothing was being addressed. 2K focused on patching out the way people were grinding through the ringside pass faster. That's what 2K was concerned about. They had to get that fixed as soon as possible. But God forbid the superstars had their actual finishing moves. That can wait. That can wait. My goodness, people are playing a single-player game and grinding through it faster than we wanted them to, and that means they're not going to give us more money. So patch that. Don't worry about people glitching through the ropes. Oh, I've seen that. People would literally go to bounce off the ropes, and they'd go through the ropes and end up outside the ring. Don't fix that right away. No. We got to make sure people are grinding through that ringside pass and make it frustrating enough that they're like, you know what? I'll just skip some tiers and I'll give you the money for that. 2K, we know where you're at. We know what you're up to. The island. I don't care what they're doing in the island. Create a superstar. Cool, I'm sure plenty of stuff happened here. I don't create my own superstars. I do download some that other people have created. I'll give you an example. Because, this is I bought the Monday Night Wars edition, right? That's supposed to be Monday Night Raw versus WCW Nitro. Come on, man, it was awesome. You know who's missing from the game and will never be in it? Sting and Ric Flair. Sting. All versions of Sting and Ric Flair. Two of the most popular and biggest superstars in WCW history are not in a game that is, according to 2K, is themed the Monday Night Wars. I downloaded created characters that people made of Ric Flair and Sting, and they're actually pretty decent, so I like how they came out. But then reality sets in. You don't have their theme song. You don't have their true movesets. You can fiddle around with, because you could throw in a ton of moves and make it work. But the commentary's not going to talk about them like it's actually them. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. But at least in my saved universe, which I'm going to show you guys some of tonight, I at least have a version of Ric Flair and Sting over on WCW. You know who else isn't there? Big Show. Which, when he was in WCW, he was the Giant. He's not in the game. It's it's insane. But anyways, tons of stuff they did for the create a superstar stuff, create arena. I mean, you see this as I'm scrolling down here. Create an entrance. Tons of stuff that they have been working on. These are things that should have been worked on before official release date and should have at least been in the first patch. But it waited. We're on version 1.07 before any of this happened. So all of this is for the creations. Now, let's talk about presentation. This is stuff I did experience in the game, and I'm glad it's being fixed. Addressed reported concerns related to the Elimination Chamber pods opening prematurely or not closing properly. I watched a video of somebody dealing with that. I didn't experience that myself because I haven't played an Elimination Chamber yet. But I saw it happen on somebody's saved footage. And I was like, wow, that's really weird and that's incredibly broken. So apparently that's fixed. Improved selection of cameras in broadcast mode. Broadcast mode is how I play the game. And it's a little clunky changing cameras. So I'm not exactly sure what they changed here. Maybe it's a little easier to get through them because it's really weird changing the camera angles, but I tend to stay on broadcast mode. Improved camera collision for the steel cage. I'm really curious to see how that looks. It's a little awkward because when they come in and you're looking through either the steel cage or the Hell in a Cell, it creates this transparent, blurry image. So it's like you're literally looking through the cage, but you could still see the image of the cage. It was very weird and pixelated. So I'm curious what they did with that. But it wasn't terrible. I could see perfectly fine while I was playing those matches, but we'll see what happens with it. Improved entrance framing in gauntlet matches. Okay, interesting. I haven't experienced that yet. Addressed reported concerns related to bad cameras in create a move. So if somebody creates a move, the camera doesn't know what to do with it. That's definitely going to be glitchy. Improved vertical tracking on high falls in brawls. Now, okay, The brawls are usually what happens like backstage, or in like the parking lot, or you're in like the back end area of the arena where there's all kinds of stuff stored. You can climb up stuff and get really high up and then jump from them or throw people off. It's crazy. I didn't experience an issue with the camera tracking them in that mode. Where I actually experienced it was in the ring from the top rope. And the camera would stop following the wrestler when they got about halfway down from jumping off the top rope. And so you wouldn't see the impact. You'd see them jump off the top rope, but then the camera just stopped here, but everything else happened down here. So it was a little weird. I'm hoping this fixes that. Royal Rumble picture-in-picture no longer fades when user interface fades. Okay, that's good to know. I like the picture-in-picture feature in the Royal Rumble. That's really cool. That's when the next person's coming down the ramp to join the Rumble. You get a picture-in-picture view. That's really cool. That's very reminiscent of, I remember the old pay-per-views of the Royal Rumbles, and they would do that, especially in the 90s. I always loved that. Address reported concerns related to highlight reel where invisible characters were selected as camera targets. I didn't get that, but let me tell you what I got the other night when I was playing the game with my son. The camera decided that the only person it's going to focus on for the whole match is the referee. And I'm like, this is really weird. We could still hear the wrestlers because we were in watch mode. We were in watching Universe, and it was like instead of playing Monday Night Raw, we were watching Monday Night Raw. The camera decided to just stare at the ref, who was no longer moving around the ring, by the way. He was just standing in the corner. And we just stared at this referee. And we were just so curious. We're like, we just let it go. And it just kept going. And we hear the wrestlers fighting. We're hearing the slams on the mat. And the ref is doing nothing. So it went on for so long. And clearly this ref was not getting involved in any way, shape, or form. So we went to the simulate match option. You can jump in the middle of a match and choose simulate. And it will jump to the end of the match. And you get the whole winner sequence and everything. It doesn't skip that, which is really nice. The previous ones would skip all that. It would just go right back to the menu. This one, if you simulate, now you see who won and the outro and everything, which is really cool. The whole replay sequence, though, was of the referee just standing there like an idiot. And that was all. It was like, let's take a look at the replays. That's what it was. I'm like, what a weird glitch. So hopefully this fix addresses that. And finally, address reported concerns related to highlight reel with characters jiggling in replays. I have not seen that, but I wouldn't be surprised given what I've seen prior. So, yeah, this is ridiculous. So let's jump down to, I don't care about online, and I don't care about my faction. My Rise I did play. At least the babyface side. I didn't do the heel side. Let's see. It says they tuned rate at which players gain match stars in My Rise to make it faster to earn stars. Oh, that's great. This is fantastic. My Rise is a grind because you have to earn stars for the matches. Basically, it's like the rating for the match, right? You have to earn a certain amount of stars. I think it was 12 stars to be able to then progress to the next part. And if you don't have enough stars, you can't move to the next part of the story. So you're just grinding out very repetitive matches for the sake of trying to get all of these stars. And it looks like they... Stars, good call. It looks like they've increased the rate at which those stars are gained. That's nice. That'll help progress through My Rise a lot better. I did enjoy My Rise. It wasn't the best one that I've played, which I've only played a handful of those. It's the career mode where you create a character and you go through the career. But this one was all right. I did have fun playing it, and I will go back and play the heel turn version of it. All right. And then they unlock Baron Blade as a manager. I don't know who Baron Blade is. Okay, universe mode. Let me see, how much is in here? Holy. A new option. Okay, hold on a second. There is. Wow. Okay. We have a lot more to go through here than I expected. But we do need to go through this because this is the mode that I play. This is why I get these games. Universe mode. Okay. Overall stability improved. Good. That's definitely good. Addressed reported concerns related to match cards being reset when a player left universe mode. I don't fully understand what that means, and I don't think I experienced that issue. Addressed reported concerns related to the Royal Rumble generating a 10-person Royal Rumble match. Oh, at the pay-per-view, it was only doing 10 instead of 30? Oh my god. All right. I haven't reached the Rumble yet in my universe, so I didn't get to experience that, but good. I'm glad they fixed that. Reported concerns that would cause a superstar setting of face or heel to not save properly. Oh, so if you change a wrestler who was a face and do a heel turn, it wasn't saving it. Okay, good. That's a great fix. See, look, there are some really good things happening here with this patch. Like I said before, give credit where credit is due. If there's good things, we got to talk about those. So this is good. Again, all stuff that should have been fixed way sooner. Oh, I did experience this one. Reported concerns that there would cause watch show to lose crowd audio. Yes, the crowd would go completely silent, off, no more crowd noise. When specifically when I experienced it was when it was going to be a title match, and you have the ring announcer in the ring telling you what kind of match it's going to be and what title it's for. Zero crowd noise during that. It gets really awkward. I'm really happy that they fixed that. Concerns related custom superstars having 0 hit points. Oh my god, that's crazy. Concerns causing managers and named referees to not be allowed to be special referee. That's weird. Okay. The crowd went silent because they can't afford seats. Oh my god. The ticket prices and the stuff is insane. That is, oh my god, that was great. Concerns related to the Titantron movies reverting when viewing entrances. I haven't had any issues with the Titantron. That's been good. Concerns causing empty match cards to appear. That's weird. I didn't get that. Related to camera issues when watching the shows. We talked about that before. Causing matches to be copied between day 1 and day 2 of the pay-per-views or the PLEs. I didn't experience that either, but a good fix. Concerns related to superstar positioning issues with post-match interviews. I've only had a handful of post-match interviews happen, which is a really cool sequence. Everything seemed to be correct when I had those. Incomplete news when completing specific rival reactions. That's unfortunate if they don't give all the data. Multiple incorrect news issues in the rivalries. You could set rivalries between wrestlers and it gives you updates of what's going on. It's stuff to read through, but it's there. I guess there were problems with that. Concerns related to microphone issues during promos. Okay. Hopefully this covers a wide range of things with the microphone. My son and I we saved the clip. I got to make a video out of it. We saved it on the PS5. A match started and the two wrestlers had they both had microphones and were, going back and forth with the whole promo stuff and everything. And then the match started. And they let go of the microphones, and instead of the microphones dropping and leaving, they stayed floating in the middle of the ring the entire match. The entire match had 2 floating microphones. It was hysterical, and we just let the whole match play out, and they stayed the entire time. It was weird. Hopefully that's fixed now. Automatic rivalries happen when turned off. That's weird. I keep automatic rivalries on. I want it to grow naturally. Okay, a bunch of stuff with the rivalries, various issues with props in cutscenes. Okay, that's I think what we just talked about. Concerns causing championship matches not to be created when selecting a title match. That's a problem. If you want a title match and it's not actually one, that's a problem. Historical stats were adjusted. Issues with the Royal Rumble matches were not generating a superstar mode and selected from a managed superstar menu. That's because you could play universe mode either like sandbox or you could follow a specific superstar. I generally don't do that. I usually let it be the sandbox mode. Various matchmaking fixes, reported concerns causing division screen to appear blank. I didn't have that. Incorrect superstar to be announced as the winner. Oh my god, I did not have that. Swapping completed shows with active or upcoming ones. Stopping players from editing AI. What? Addressed reported concerns stopping players from editing AI attributes. You mean the thing we were all doing so that we could get through the ringside pass faster? $2K. Come on now. Okay. Incorrect belts were being assigned. Oh my god. It's okay. This is insane. Let me keep skimming through here and see what I actually experienced. It's good that they're fixing all of this, but holy crap, there's a lot that was broken. Several match types not being available when using a custom arena. Why couldn't you have a match in there? Managers and Bloodline Rule teammates receiving win or loss credit after a match? That's... Oh, what the hell? What is 2K doing? This is insane. Change the Money in the Bank cash-in prompt to no longer stay active after triggering. Oh my god, thank you. This was so annoying. So Money in the Bank, in case anyone's not aware, Money in the Bank is after winning the Money in the Bank briefcase, which now happens at their pay-per-view. The winner has literally a contract in this case where they could cash it in for a title shot of their title of their choosing whenever they want. And it has created some amazing moments where a match is going, a title match is happening, and the match ends, the either the title changes hands or the champion retains, and then all of a sudden Mr. or Mrs. Money in the Bank come running out and they cash in their opportunity and then take out the champ while they're at their weakened state and win the belt and stuff like that. It was all cool. So you could do this in the game. And when you set up to have someone holding Money in the Bank during a match, you can set it and tell it, okay, I want Mr. Money in the Bank to cash in mid-match or post-match. And you would select what you wanted to do, but then that alert just stayed on the screen for the rest of the match. It would just stay there. I'm like, there's no way to remove this. Clearly that was a glitch, and according to this, they fixed it. So I'm really happy about that. I love the Money in the Bank stuff, so I can't wait to see that actually work properly. That was good. Reported concerns related to situations where the wrong referee attire was used. Oh my god. Let's see. Wrong belt being shown. It seems like they're duplicating a couple of these things here. Let's see. Reported concerns. Reported concerns that could cause a team to disband. But what was the problem? Like, you're telling me I could have the NWO there, but all of a sudden they would disband because something happened? I don't know what that was. Let's see. Concerns of some superstars becoming erroneously marked as locked after assigning an alternate attire as their default attire. An unlocked wrestler, maybe something you grinded for, would all of a sudden be locked again because you changed their outfit? Again, patch 1.07. 7 we're up to, guys. And this was happening? Holy crap. Oh my god. Okay, more stuff about the teams being disbanded. Disabled swapping to superstar mode when calendar has no major shows? I don't know why you would do that. Okay, new options. What do we got here? Added wear and tear option to allow superstars to remain damaged when appearing multiple times on the same show. I am definitely turning that on. That is fantastic. That means, okay, let's say we've got Bret Hart in the first match of the night. Goes through the whole match, really beat up, whatever, but he's got another match or an appearance later on in the show. That damage that they took will still be there when they show up later. That's a great change. I really like that, and I will be turning that on because I do have moments in my universe mode where people make multiple appearances. That's fantastic. And I wonder how far that goes, because there's bruising that happens on these wrestlers, and there's blood. Will that stay? Will maybe the blood gets cleaned up, but will the bruising stay? I wonder how far they went with that. That's great. Added rivalry breaks option to control whether a rivalry match or a number one contender versus champion matches are prioritized at the pay-per-views. That's really good as well, because having a rivalry in a lot of cases would have more weight over the number one contender getting a title shot. That's really good. That is really good. Added watch show referee counts option to control whether the HUD for referee countouts and pins is shown in watch mode. Oh, that's cool. So the 1, 2, 3 for the pin or the count out of ring would show up on screen. I think I'll keep that off though, because when I'm in watch mode, I want it to be like cinematic. I want it to be like I'm actually watching the show. But that's really nice that was added there. And now for the draft. I like that they brought the draft back. Improved consistency. Concerns related to issues causing the roster to appear incorrectly. That's a problem. Drafts completing prematurely. That's a problem. Legends missing from the roster. What the hell? Supplemental drafts not triggering. Viewing new superstars assigned to the shows. So if you make changes in your roster and then they wouldn't appear in the draft. I mean, these are fixes that have happened here. Concerns related to rivalries not clearing when the superstars are drafted to a different show. Oh my God. Man, remember the rivalry just stuck? The one guy's on SmackDown, the other guy's on Raw, and they still have the rivalry going. I guess that's not outside of the realm of possible, but it wouldn't make any sense here. Concerns related to stopping user from creating a group image from within the draft. Reported concerns related to the draft completing early, and added the ability to view previous draft results from the draft select screen. That's nice. I like that. I'm glad they added that. And then there's more stuff of things in create a character and the entrances and stuff. So overall, I mean, this massive list right here is all for universe mode, which is the mode I play. That's why I play it. So, okay. Like I said before, I have to give credit where credit is due. Let me head back over here. Lots of changes, lots of updates, lots of fixes, and some new options put into the game, which is great. The patch itself, 1.07, did a lot of really great things. And I skipped a bunch of stuff. There's tons of stuff that happened, fixes in my faction and stuff like that. I don't play my faction. I've gone into it with because the game does give you the in-game currency. It gives you VC. You can get what's called persona cards, and those cards give you that wrestler to use in other modes as well. I would get those, but I'm not putting a bunch of money into that. I'll take the VC they gave me with the edition that I bought, and when those persona cards come out, I'll jump over to my faction and grab a couple of them if I want them, if it's even ones I even want to add. A lot of the times it's just an alternate version of a wrestler you already have in your roster, but sometimes there's some new ones, so I'll keep an eye out for that. But overall, I think it's a very good patch to the game. It addressed tons of concerns and bugs and things that were reported to 2K. So I'm very happy to see that those things were addressed and apparently fixed. Now, that said, that first section we went through is the real thing that caught my eye. It's the damage control. It's the adjustments to the ringside pass. Like they worded it, they giving us the opportunity to get a jump start on that ringside pass, try to motivate people into sticking with it, because think about that. Some of the mindset I would think if I'm this greedy company, I'm like, you know what? Give them half the pass. We know it's still a grind, right? There's still 20 more tiers after that, and then more seasons, right? They'll probably still fork over some more money to skip some tiers. So give them that incentive to get that jumpstart and feel good about it. Oh, I got halfway done. I only got to do half. they still got to get through that other half. Now, they did lower the requirements for the experience points from 800 to 625. That does help. I'm not going to say it doesn't. It obviously does. It means you get through it a little faster, but it is still a grind. So 2K going into damage control, I'm actually surprised they did it this soon. I didn't think they would do it at all, given the history I've been learning about them and all the comments I've been seeing on these videos. But I'm at least glad that they're doing something. But is it too little too late? For me personally, yes, it very much is. I'm not coming back to this franchise. This is my final one. 2K26 is my final WWE 2K game. If the franchise changes hands and goes to another publisher, then I'll be back and check them out and see what's going on. But while 2K has it, that's it. It's over for me. I will just play 2K26 until I can't anymore, when they shut it all down or whatever they do. But I still have all the older games going all the way back to the NES. I have wrestling on Atari. I have WrestleMania on NES. I've got all the SEGA games, the Super Nintendo games, the PlayStation 1 games with the SmackDown series, and then SmackDown vs. Raw. All these great games. No Mercy, NWO, Nitro, Revenge, and all that stuff. It's going to be... There's plenty of wrestling games that I have that I can still go back to and play and have a blast. But we'll see what happens with the future of the WWE franchise as they move forward. Oh, you put a picture in Discord for me? I'll check that in a little bit. Even with the improvements, it's not worth the crap they're pulling. Yes, I agree. These improvements that they're doing, these fixes, they shouldn't be doing this at this point. It's the same game they keep releasing year after year with just little changes. These bugs should not be happening. If you do a comparison of WWE 2K22, I would say 20 and 22 graphically, and just really just listen to the commentary. It's the same exact freaking commentary. Nothing else has changed. It's a yearly sports game. There's only so much that it changes. So the fact that these bugs still exist, these glitches, and they've just never fixed them, and it has taken them this long to do this, it's insane. It's just wildly insane. Let me pull up Discord here real quick here. What do we got here? Oh my god. That's freaking hilarious. I gotta, hold on a second. Oh, I gotta jump back to the other screen. Her, babe, I just got my new bathing suit. What do you think? My brain. Don't say Andre the Giant. Don't say Andre the Giant. That's the first thing I would have. I you know what? In all honesty, I think I'm stupid enough that I would say Andre the Giant. That's freaking hilarious, dude. That is great. Oh, your copy of Star Fox Zero just arrived. Let's go. I put it on the shelf over there. It's the box. I got the cardboard box. It's got the 2 games in there, all sealed and everything. It's awesome. I'm so glad. Isn't that funny? I know it's off topic, but isn't that funny? That I go and play a Star Fox game. I haven't played a Star Fox game in a really long time. I just was all of a sudden in the mood to play Star Fox, and I wanted to play Star Fox Zero for the first time and stream it. And then like 2 days later, it gets announced that Star Fox is going to be in the new Super Mario Brothers movie. I'm like, wow, that is freaking wild. It must have been a tremor in the force or something. But yeah, this whole situation with WWE 2K26 is just a mess. At least 2K is making things get fixed, but I don't know, man. I don't see the situation getting any better. I think maybe not during the lifespan of this current release, but I think come when 2K wants to release 27, I think that's when they're actually going to feel the impact of the mistakes they have made here, because I think a lot of people will truly be jumping ship like I am. So we'll see what happens when that releases. Aren't you glad I know how to navigate eBay? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I have been able to find so many great things because of your eBay detective work. It's awesome. I love it. But guys, what we're going to do is, now that we've talked about the fixes, the changes, and the updates, I want to fire up the game and see how it looks, how it plays, how it feels. So let's head over back to this screen here, but we're going to turn this off, and we're going to go to our PlayStation. Oh, it was on so long, it almost fell asleep. So here we go. The update, I turned on the PS5, and the first thing that popped up, it was doing the update. Let me make sure it actually went. Oh, where did it go? Oh, there it is. 6 items. Okay, 1.07 installed. Okay, so it is here. Everything is here. So let's fire it up. The first thing I'm going to need to do really quick is when we get in there, I got to run over to the settings and put it onto streamer mode. So there's going to be no intro music and stuff like that, because otherwise this gets all copyright, claimed and everything right away with these games. So I'm going to head over to the options first thing and get us in the right spot for all this. Okay, there it is, right under me, 1.07. Let's see if the game crashes on me, like it's been doing lately. I got so mad the other day. I'm not gonna lie, I tossed the controller. My son was laughing his ass off. Okay, I gotta get the settings. Let's get to audio. Creator safe on. Okay, let's go. Okay, so yeah, I can't have the music playing. It creates all kinds of problems. But universe mode is what I play. So you can see at the top there, it says max tier reach, tier 40. So I'm not going to see anything yet until season 2 comes out in about 15 more days or so. But if I go to Ringside Pass, this is all of it. So this is what I was talking about. There's the free section, the standard one on top, and this is where you can see the things of the wrestlers. I was under the impression they would all always be here, nothing on the bottom. See, I'll keep going down here, and you're gonna see there's no wrestlers down on the bottom. There's move sets, but the wrestlers you unlock are in the top one, and premium is supposed to be just cosmetics and move sets. And then some additional cards you can get for my faction. But this is all set here, all said and done. Look at this. I had to get all the way to level 39 just to get Hollywood Hulk Hogan for the NWO. And then the last thing was with the Fiend Bray Wyatt on the last one. But then this will move on to Season 2 on, I think it said, April 15th. And then apparently I'm going to be 20 tiers in when that starts. How's the Marvel Maximum Collection? I already beat X-Men the arcade game on there and freaking loved it. We're going to have to stream that game, guys. That game is a lot of fun. My computer wouldn't boot the other day. I spent 3 hours rebuilding the master. Oh my god. Dude, what the hell happened? What, did you take a power surge or something? So I can't see anything with the added RXP that they're giving out, not until Season 2 comes out. But let's jump into Universe. We'll have some fun with this. I want to show you what I set up so far. I kept restarting it and trying to rebuild as I was adding wrestlers to my roster. So the shows I have currently are Monday Night Raw, WCW Nitro, and SmackDown. Now, Nitro, I can't truly make Nitro. There's not enough of a roster to build actual WCW. It's insane. Absolutely insane. So what I did for Nitro was I put the wrestlers that actually were there onto it. I mentioned before I downloaded a created version of Ric Flair and Sting to add onto there as well. But then I put some other wrestlers, some of my favorites, my old school favorites onto there just to fill up the roster. But you look, it says roster 34. I have 34 superstars on Nitro altogether. Raw has 45 and SmackDown has 50. So Nitro is trailing quite a bit. I am going to end up doing a draft after I do a full season, and I'm going to have the draft include all 3 shows and see where that comes down to. But this is the calendar they were talking about. Like, it just you set up your calendar of how the shows are going to play out, and what we'll do is I'm up to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And I'm thinking what we could do is I'm going to do a watch show, and we could see how this works and see if the camera angles got better, see if it glitches out the way they were talking about with the stuff that happened there. Let's see how well the pay-per-view actually goes. I already finished SmackDown. We have our teams. We have some rivalries that started building. So SmackDown has a rivalry between those the women wrestlers, and then we have Roman Reigns and CM Punk apparently started building a rivalry, so that's pretty cool. Raw's got Trish Stratus versus Bull Nakano, they've got a rivalry, and then DX versus the Dudleys, oh my god, or specifically Road Dogg and Badass Billy Gunn. That's pretty cool that built up. And then at Nitro things are getting weird. I got Macho Man and Sid Justice have a rivalry, and Goldberg, and is that Alpha? Is that Alpha or Sika? I think that's Alpha. That's pretty cool. So the roster on WCW is not entirely accurate, but I did put the NWO over there. So that's what I have. I have DX over on Raw, and I have the NWO over on Nitro. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through an entire season, and then when the next season wraps around, I'm going to make adjustments and have the NWO invade Raw. And then to get DX versus NWO, that's something I would have loved to have seen back in the day. So let's head over to Money in the Bank. Again, there's going to be no music, because that all gets copywritten. But let's just check it out and see how this functions. So here we go. We're going to do watch show. And the whole idea is to be like as if we were watching the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Now, there would have been music here and everything happening. But let's see what we actually get. Let's see if the crowd works. Okay, I hear the crowd. We are in Los Angeles. And we have commentary. And we got the British Bulldog. Actually, I didn't even check to see how our volume was. Let me check. It's so awkward when there's no intro music. But we could skip the intros and then we'll get to the match, because I want you to see how the camera angles work during the match in watch mode. So who's coming out here? Oh, we got Kurt Angle. British Bulldog versus Kurt Angle. That is awesome. The chance. That's hilarious. I love it. I love it. This is not a title match. This is a regular one fall match at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Wait. Oh, it's Joe Hendry. What? Somebody said his name and he appeared. Is this a triple threat match? Oh my God. Joe Hendry appeared, everybody. Everybody's clapping in the crowd, but we don't have the music. That is fantastic. The briefcase is up there. Oh, I love it. What do we got? Is this the men's Money in the Bank match? The Hall of Pain. Mark Henry coming out. This has got to be the men's Money in the Bank. So it's basically like a ladder match, guys. So here we go. Wow, what a lineup coming out. I don't know how many people are going to be in this. There might be one more. Yokozuna. Oh my God. How's he even going to get up the ladder? Him and Mark Henry are going to have a hard time getting that Money in the Bank briefcase. Yeah, this has got to be the men's Money in the Bank. That's how the pay-per-view is starting. Look at this lineup, guys. We still have another. DX. Is it Shawn Michaels? Is it Triple H? Is it Road Dogg? Who's it going to be? It's X-Pac. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's go. How many we got in the ring there? Oh, Chyna's in the game. She's in it, and I have her part of DX. Rey Mysterio is in this match. I gotta say, presentation-wise, though, that's the thing I've been really loving about the game, is this watch mode. It's a lot of fun, but we got Rey Mysterio in there. Chyna would be able to hold her own, though, in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have an 8th participant here. The Rock! Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Guys, we got a hell of a match here. Let's sit back and enjoy a Money in the Bank match here.
The WWE Universe is on their feet for the
It's so weird.
in sports entertainment. Throughout his career, the Bravo
Yep.
has never backed
Let's
down.
do this, guys. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, and it's going to be all out mayhem. Here we go. How's that volume? Is it okay? Man, everybody fell out the ring. The Rock versus Mark Henry on the inside. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. The camera angle changes. Volume's good? Awesome. Joe Hendry versus Yokozuna. We forgot about X-Pac entirely. I remember when he was the 1, 2, 3 kid. I could barely... Wow, the crowd volume is like really high right now. I could barely hear the commentators. Joe Hendry playing to the crowd over on the ramp. He's going for it. And Yokozuna ain't having it. Nah, it's just mayhem in the ring. Right? The crowd is drowning them out. Can I change that from here? I'm going to pause for a second. I don't think I can adjust from here. Oh, maybe... Presentation options? No, I can't. Yeah, the crowd is drowning it out. Oh my god, The Rock is going to take out Rey Mysterio? No, he's not. Wow. I wonder if when I put it on creator mode, it turned down the commentators as well. Yokozuna pulling a table out. I mean, there's so much going on because there's so many wrestlers, but the fact that it changes the camera angles like this, that's my favorite thing about the watch mode. Because it makes it feel more like you're watching the actual show. Did you watch any of the shows during COVID? I didn't watch like full ones, my son did, but I remember seeing clips where there was like screens in the crowd, like nobody was there. There's no crowd. It's so weird. I'll eventually see it because I'm almost done with 2016, so I'm on my way. I'll get there eventually. I mean, some of these matchups, Kurt Angle versus Yokozuna right there, that's crazy. Mark Henry putting Yokozuna on his shoulder. I know, right? The TV's in the stands. I've watched interviews from a lot of wrestlers talking about how much they hated the feel in the arena with no crowd. And I can't blame them. That must have been so weird. Oh, man. We got part of the stuff on the table over there fell apart. What you doing, Mysterio? I love this matchup of Yokozuna versus Mark Henry. Kurt Angle versus British Bulldog. My God, that would have been an amazing match. The cool thing is that these different camera angles, they feel like angles that would have been the cameramen around the ring in a lot of situations. Then you get those wide angle shots too. This is a big pay-per-view during this season, too, because this is going to determine who is going to be Mr. Money in the Bank. Yokozuna on top of the ladder? No way. The Rock's going after him. He's trying to push down that ladder, but Yokozuna weighs so freaking much. Oh, my God. He almost got it. Man, Yokozuna loosened up that hook on that case a lot. Whoever goes up there next, man, Rey Mysterio's hurting there. Whoever goes up there next is going to have a really good chance. Looks like Donkey Kong up there. Oh, absolutely. Oh, my God, yes. The ladder match at WrestleMania 10, Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon for the Intercontinental Belt, one of my favorite matches of all time. That ladder match was insane. You know what I just realized is missing from this game too? I think Jerry the King Lawler is not in here. He was in last year. I don't think he's in this one. Oh, Kurt Angle and British Bulldog teaming up. And no longer. Oh. Now we got chairs in play. What are you doing, Mark Henry? Oh my God, he just squashed Kurt Angle. How did he just get up from that? It keeps focusing on them taunting. Rey Mysterio is out over there. He's hurting. Oh! Maybe Yokozuna's going to take this. He's had the most chances, and nobody's in there with him but British Bulldog. Oh, Samoan drop. Oh, my God. He's going for it. Think strong thoughts, X-Pac. He can't push it. Yokozuna weighed down the ladder so much that X-Pac could not push the ladder over. Weight does matter in this game. Oh, my God. And no one else ran in to stop it. Everybody had their own little brawls going on. Oh my God. Yokozuna is Mr. Money in the Bank in my 2K26 season. When he cashes in, somebody's in trouble. Oh my God. Yokozuna crushed so many opponents. I remember, I think he broke his ribs when he bonsai dropped Tatanka. I'm pretty sure he cracked some ribs on him. So this is what it does. It will start to transition over to the next match. Those transitions don't go very long. Like we got Trish Stratus coming in. But here, let me show you the other feature I was talking about where you could do simulate. So here comes Trish Stratus. And this is I think this is her more current version. I don't know if I have an alternate of her on here yet. Yeah, cracked ribs don't tickle. Absolutely. My favorite match was The Undertaker versus Mankind, the Hell in a Cell King. Oh my God. Yeah, that match was insane. Bull Nakano. Oh my God, she was brutal. All right, so check this out. You can't do it until you get the match going. So let's say in the previous games, if you did simulate match, it would just be like, boom, it would tell you who the winner was and go on the menu. You would skip the outro. But now you can go in and go to simulate match, and we're going to get the winner. And our winner was Bull Nakano. Bull Nakano beat Trish Stratus. So you at least get the outro with it, which I think is really cool. That simulate match comes in handy in two ways. One, if you just want to skip the match. Or two, maybe the match is going on a really, really long time, and you're kind of like, let's move it along. But there's a second option for that, and it's called wrap-up match. And what that does, it triggers each participant to now have a stored-up finishing move. Oh, DX is coming in. A stored-up finishing move, and energy drops down. So it motivates the match to push to the end. So someone gets pinned or submits or whatever. I'm just curious who's coming in with... I'm just going to kind of skip through this for the sake of what we're doing here tonight. But I want to see which version of DX comes out here. It's Shawn Michaels. He's the World Heavyweight Champion right now in my season. Now, we didn't get a ring announcer, so this is not a title match. And I'm wondering if we get any title matches here tonight. Who is this coming out? Oh, my God, it's Umaga. Oh, Umaga. He did that. He had that Samoan spike. Oh, my God. He was a big guy. He passed away. I don't remember when, but he sadly passed away very young. All right, so this is not for a title. Oh, look at this. Okay. Oh, my God. Can we test this out? So this is the thing we were talking about, the little pop-up to whether or not Mr. Money in the Bank would run in. And that thing right there, the message, would stay on the screen the whole freaking time. The other thing that would happen was it would change the camera angle to look from the ramp and stay there, and I have to switch it back to broadcast mode. So tell you what, guys, we are going to watch Umaga versus Shawn Michaels. It's a non-title bout, but I'm going to tell Yokozuna to run in post-match. So let's see if the message goes away. So we hold in R1 and press square. Money in the Bank cash in prepared. And it went away. And the camera angle did not change. I love it. Guys, we're gonna check out this match and see if Yokozuna takes the belt from Shawn Michaels. That's great. I'm glad we actually get to test some of these to see the fixes actually in play. That whole splash screen would have stayed there the entire match. Umaga was no joke. But Shawn Michaels is no joke either. Especially DX Shawn Michaels. Look at that. I love that camera change right there. That was perfect. Yeah. One-on-one matches, the watch mode with the broadcast cameras, that's where it's really showcased really well. I like it a lot. I think it looks awesome. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of how that looks? We need some sweet chin music to get out of this match. What do we think? Do we think Yokozuna is going to steal the belt from Shawn Michaels here? Or do we think Shawn Michaels retains? Ooh. What do you got for him, Shawn? I mean, I gotta root for Shawn Michaels, right? I don't know if that's ever been done. During the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, has the Money in the Bank holder cashed in during the same event? I don't know if that's ever happened. We're saying it's possible he could do it? And Umaga was a big guy, too. Whew. Ref was staring out at the crowd. Oh! Umaga's opened up. Oh, weight matters. Oh, man. That's not looking great for Shawn. Oh my God. Shawn is staying alive. He did open up Umaga. He's bleeding. That's gonna impact his stamina. What's up, Ted? We were going through the patch notes for WWE 2K26, and now we're kind of testing those things out, and we've already seen some fixes happen in play, so I'm pretty happy with it. But we also talked about the greed of 2K and how they're in damage control mode right now. Oh, Shawn, are you going to do this? Pile driver. One of the most dangerous, yet one of my favorite moves in the whole thing. We got it? And Ted, in case you didn't see, at the end of this match, Yokozuna, who is now currently the Money in the Bank holder, will cash in to try to take the belt from Shawn Michaels. This is a non-title match right now, but Shawn Michaels is our heavyweight champion. The old neck breaker. Whoa, my God. It did happen. Several WWE wrestlers cashed in the Money in the Bank contract that same night. They won it, with Kane holding the record for the fastest cash-in at just 50 minutes after winning. Oh my God, that is awesome. That's fantastic. Kane did it in 2010. The Miz did it in 2010 also. Oh, he did it on Raw. Oh, I'm just seeing Liv Morgan for the first time where I'm up to. Man, this match has got brutal. I'll tell you, By the end of this match, Shawn Michaels is going to be pretty well worn down. Look at this! Look at this! Whoa! And there was the Samoan spike. Oh my God! Shawn Michaels staying alive. He has no idea what's in store for him, though. Win or lose.
The cream of the crop.
What are you doing, Shawn? Like you said, we need some sweet chin music. I think so. Oh, I thought he was going to go set up in the corner for it. Misses the big elbow. This match is nuts. Oh no. Oh, Shawn, I think it's over. Oh. Okay. Man, even Shawn's face is getting all bruised up. Here we go. Here we go. Yokozuna's cashing in. Neither of them are fresh. Yokozuna was in the match earlier, so they're both worn down. Shawn Michaels a lot more, though, than Yokozuna. And it is on. This is now a championship match. Oh, it's not looking good for Shawn. Guys, I think Yokozuna's going to take it. Oh, sweet chin music. You can't count out Shawn Michaels. He's Mr. WrestleMania for a reason. Oh, Yokozuna just sweet chin music again. Is Shawn going to pull this off? Is he going to save his championship? Wow. Wow.
Yokozuna manages to counter.
Oh. Shawn's going up. We're going to get that elbow. Oh, he has not had luck with that elbow tonight. Oh, that might do it right there.
He is locked in and he has his opponent dead to rights.
Oh, no. Mr. Fuji isn't out there waiting with the salt on the side, is he? That was last second right there, Shawn. Get out of the way, ref. Oh, the ref is glitching. He just blocked Shawn from getting up the rope. That was a glitch right there.
Oh my God!
Big drop kick.
Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there. Oh, a merciless assault.
Man. Oh, that was terrifying how quickly he just got up. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Is the bonsai drop coming? No, not yet. Sweet chin music opens him up. How? Shawn, what do you gotta do to defeat this monster? Oh my goodness. Darren, what's up, dude? Ooh. Let's go. Shawn, you need something big. I don't know what he needs to do to defeat Yokozuna. Oh my god. Samoan drop. Nope. Oh no. Oh no. And it's the bonsai drop. Oh my god. We have a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Yokozuna, an absolute legend. Cashed in his Money in the Bank contract that he won 2 matches prior. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna, oh yeah, the Dudley's coming out. I'm just gonna get back to the menu. You have to go through all this stuff before you can do it. Who were they fighting? Badass Billy Gunn and Road Dogg. Okay, I'm just gonna quit for now. Wow. That was insane. This started off, wow, and it changed the cards. That's just a non-title match. Shawn Michaels versus Umaga. And then it became defending the belt because Yokozuna cashed in. That was insane. That was very cool. Wow. My season just got pretty crazy because Yokozuna holding that belt, he's not going to let go of that belt easy at all. But now, ooh, I got some opportunities here. Do I end up recreating moments like Lex Luger versus Yokozuna? Bret Hart versus Yokozuna for the belt? I could have a WrestleMania 10 situation on my hand coming up. But we'll see. I try to let this universe mode play out as naturally as possible with limited interference from me. I like to see how this all plays out. There's certain matches I play myself, just depending on what it is. But for the most part, my favorite thing is watching it play out. And the new watch mode in 2K26 is a lot better than it's ever been. And it becomes very cinematic. It was a lot like, obviously, you can still tell it's a video game, but it's as close as it's ever been to seeing the real show playing out in the game. So that was really cool. I really like that match and how that turned out. This is wow. That's insane. Yo, Sir Blue Wolf, what's going on? 64-bit member for 17 months. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. that match was wild. We were talking all the updates with 2K26 tonight. I went over a bunch of the patch notes for version 1.07, and we talked about what I'm calling the I'm sorry patch, where 2K, in their words, are giving us the opportunity to get caught up on the Ringside Pass, their stupid battle pass that they put into a full-priced wrestling game where it has no right being there. It's insane, this journey that's happening with 2K26. As much as I would like this to be the last time that I am here talking about it, I'm thinking it's probably not gonna be, because I can only foresee this whole situation with 2K getting worse. There's no way they're gonna make it better. This whole attempt to give us an opportunity to get through their Ringside Pass faster, and yes, they did lower the XP requirement. Yes, they did. But not by a much. It's still a huge grind, and I'm still out all that money trying to grind through to get the things that I already paid for, and that's the boat that so many of us are in. All the people that bought the crazy version of the game are really mad at 2K, and rightfully so. But I still like to showcase the good things. We talked about the things that they fixed. We even got to witness some of it and some of the new fixes in play here in the new patch. And we got to check out some pretty fun matches here tonight. And as you can see, the gameplay is a lot of fun. The modes are a lot of fun. The thing that I like playing, which is the universe mode, is a ton of fun on this release. So this game, in all honesty, with all of its flaws, this one being my final 2K WWE game, it's going to last me a long time because there's a lot I can do in it. So, yes, was the experience tainted from the start? Unfortunately, it was. And that will never change. But the good thing is that I am having fun playing the game. And I will continue to have fun playing it. And at least now, some of the glitches, at least a ton of the glitches that have been in this game for way too long and prior releases. This is stuff, when I say, I know the game just came out, but these glitches have existed for several releases. So the fact that they're finally fixing this stuff is a good thing. But 2K games, you spoiled the whole thing with your greed, and you destroyed the experience overall. And come next year, when 2K27 is supposed to launch, I don't think it's going to go very well for you. If it does, that's unfortunate, because that means that too many people are still willing to just drop all that money and continue to give more and more money when that company does not deserve it, and they're not giving you any value for that dollar. So, I don't know. For me, I'm out. This is my last one. If people choose to continue playing these games with later releases, that's up to them. It all comes down to personal experience. For me, personally, I got screwed over by this company, and I won't give them another dime ever again. But still, I have a fun game that I get to play, not just by myself, but with my son and my daughter as well. We have fun playing it, and that's really what truly matters, is that you have fun playing the games that you have. Before we wrap up tonight, let me take a look here and catch up with chat. Can you cheat your way to the next level again? No, you cannot. But what they did give us is a boost. So when Season 2 comes out, apparently it's going to unlock 20 of the 40 tiers right out of the gate for me. That's their I'm sorry patch that's coming. So we'll see. I think it said April 15th is when Season 2 comes out of the Ringside Pass. So I'll give you guys an update when it happens, and we'll see where it goes from there. It is all horseshit. Yeah, I'm with you. It definitely is. Nice at trying to do a Battlefront 2 redemption arc. Yeah, oh my god. You know what? I mean, look, people still play Battlefront 2, the EA's Battlefront 2 to this day. And yes, they did. EA resolved that issue because they put all those Loot Crate pay-to-win boxes in there and they took them out. But it ruined the experience for too many people and they tainted the game. And then support for the game ended way sooner than it was ever supposed to. So basically the game got abandoned by EA. So I don't know. 2K, they're not going to have a redemption arc though. It's not going to be like Battlefront 2 where people will come back to the game and because people like, it seems to happen in waves. People come back to that game in bunches and then it's hugely popular for a long time. I'm talking about Battlefront 2. I don't think the same will be for 2K26 here or really any 2K games going forward. 2K games really screwed themselves over with really bad and greedy and shady business practices, and these decisions they've made are going to have lasting effects, and rightfully so. So, yeah, it's crazy. I never needed a battle pass in the game system. It had for years. Yeah. What's up, Steve? Let's freaking go. 64-bit member, 33 months, dude, says Matt Cave getting 2K to say sorry, a real David versus Goliath story, almost 3 years monetized. Thank you so much, man. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, look, it certainly was not me that made 2K do that, but there was an overwhelming amount of, yes, there was an overwhelming amount and continues to be an overwhelming amount of backlash towards 2K. I'm telling you, there's literally like hundreds of videos out there talking about this, and I am on the side of just being a what would be considered a very casual player of this series, and there are players just like me that are making videos about this, and then the hardcore players of this are making videos like this also and talking about how terrible this whole situation is. So the 2K's feeling it. They're definitely feeling it. Now the question is, what do they do? Because they dug themselves in too deep. This Ringside Pass is not going to be taken out of 2K26. There's no way they do that. Do they eliminate it from 2K27? That's the big question, and we won't find that out until next year. But I'll be keeping an eye on that because I'm going to be really curious what they do. Chances are, the answer is no. They will keep the Ringside Pass going forward because it is a moneymaker because people spend that money out of frustration, and they know it. But let's see how much their sales are hurt next year. I don't know. Hopefully it's hurt a lot. Battlefront 2 is amazing. Best turnaround in game history. It was a really good turnaround. There really truly was a redemption arc there for EA in that situation. It still tainted the game dramatically, but yeah, it was definitely a good redemption arc there when it comes down to it, at the end of the day. 2K will not get that redemption arc. They sealed their fate with this one. And I think this whole apology tour, they didn't even say sorry. I'm saying it's an apology tour. They're telling us they're doing good things for us and giving us, like I said, the opportunity to get through that Ringside Pass. 2K, you're wording with all of that. Look at you guys go. Man, your PR side of the company, man, it's got to be like running around like chickens with their heads cut off, trying to figure out what the hell they need to do. It's insane. It's absolutely insane what they did, and they're never going to recover from it. But they lost me as a fan. They lost me as a fan who was playing these games each year, and that's it. That's what it comes down to. But when the next patches come out, I'm going to try to keep everybody up to date on these things because obviously I'm going to experience it. I'm going to continue to play the game because I have the game. Me stopping playing, that's all that does is hurt me. That means I paid money and then it's for nothing. Some people are like, I'm just not playing the game. I'm like, yeah, that's not hurting 2K in any way, shape, or form. They already got your money. If you already bought the game and you have the game, play it. Have as much fun as you possibly can with it, because that's, at the end of the day, all you can do. So, yeah, people just saying, people who bought the game and saying, I uninstalled it. I'm like, to me personally, I'm like, that's stupid. It's like that, you just flush that money down the toilet at that point. But anyways, 2K26 still not as bad as AEW Fight Forever. I heard that game is pretty bad. My God, that game was so bad. Me and my friend played it for about 40 minutes, then deleted it off the PS5. My son told me about that game. He played it for, there was one match type he ended up liking. I don't remember what it was. It wasn't like a normal match type. It was something ridiculous. What? Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong game. I think it was AEW Fight Forever. It was something like the ropes would be like, were the ropes electrified? And maybe had barbed wire on them. It was ridiculous. Like, it was the most brutal, unrealistic, like, match. It was like throwing wrestlers into, like, a Saw movie. It was something insane. I think it was that AEW game. But then he said everything else about that game was horrible. I never played it. I don't even watch AEW, so I never played that. Like, hiking prices due to market conditions. The PS5. Holy crap. The PS5 Pro, would it go up to $900? Right now? That's insane. That's insane. Sony's already talking about the PlayStation 6 at this point, and you just raise the price of the PS5s? Are you out of your minds? It's you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this up. Battlefront 2 is still a lot of fun. Was playing it a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I jump back to that game all the time. I still love that game. It's a lot of fun. It was a barbed wire death match. Yeah, just insane. That's what so a Mick Foley match. Yeah. So apparently that was the one match type that my son would keep playing the game for, but he said outside of that the rest of it was junk. So I still haven't played. I have no interest in playing it. I'm having a hard enough time as it is, even sticking around with the world of WWE. I'm very frustrated by it for many reasons. So I'm having a hard enough time even just trying to be a fan of that. I'm not about to try to get into another company. I don't have enough time for that, and I don't have the patience for it. So I'm just like, I have to really be in the mood to go and watch WWE. And I'm talking about like even just my catching up. Like I still have one match left of Survivor Series 2016. I'm going to watch that tomorrow with my son, and then I'll work my way, forward from there. But I got to be in the mood for it. And lately finding that mood has been more and more difficult. So I don't know if I feel like I'm going to end up walking away from it sooner rather than later, which sucks because I invested a lot of time in it and everything, but I don't know, it's hard. It's really hard keeping up with it. I completely checked out of WWF at the end of the Attitude Era and never gone back. Yeah, I stopped watching. My journey of catching up, I stopped watching somewhere in 2002, 2003, somewhere around there. Or, I think it was 2003. And then that's where my journey picked up from. And I've been watching all the replay stuff of it from then. And I've worked my way all the way up to 2016 at this point. And I'm almost done with 2016. So you stopped watching in 2012. Yeah, it's... So a lot of people have dropped off from it over the years. It's not the same, nowhere near what it used to be. I see moments from current day WWE, and I look at it, I'm like, it just, like, I grew up watching wrestling, and when I watched it, it was like, I'm watching a fight. Like, it looked like a fight. Yes, I understood that there was a script to this, and there's plans and all that. I get it. I got all of that. But it looked damn good, and things looked intense. And I've watched some current stuff, and I'm watching going, man, this is really like step by step coordinated. It looks like a dance. It doesn't look like wrestling. Everything. I can see the hesitation before every single move, every single setup. Everything is so... You have to do this spot at this moment, and it's so dramatically coordinated that it looks incredibly fake. It looks like they're doing a dance rather than wrestling. And I'm looking back at the old stuff. I'm like, yeah, I get that there's direction to it and everything, but it still looked like a fight back in the day. And I feel like I'm starting to come up on when that's going to change. Like I'm towards the end of 2016. I don't know when it's going to kick in. Maybe it's during the COVID era. I don't know. But I know I'm getting closer and closer to when it's going to stop feeling like a fight and feel more like a dance. And I'm not looking forward to that. Maybe that's when I fully step away. When it finally feels like it's not even wrestling anymore. Maybe that's when I end up walking away. I don't know. But there's still a bunch of wrestlers in it where I'm at that I enjoy watching. Many wrestlers that were newer to me, but now they're considered legends. Like I like watching Randy Orton, for example. Wrestlers like that. I like Cody Rhodes. I like Kevin Owens. I'm just recently been introduced to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They had a rivalry going on. Those really talented wrestlers. But I feel like I may be watching the introductions of the last generation of wrestlers that made it feel real. So I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But when it comes to the world of WWE 2K26, I will keep everybody updated here on the channel as much as I can with what I'm experiencing with it, how the impacts of the patches going forward impact me and how I'm playing it. If any other ridiculous notes and patches come out from 2K, I'll cover that as well. I never thought this would be a thing here on the channel with this, but it's it hit me too hard and I can't ignore it. So I guess this is us now. Anyways, guys, that's where we're going to wrap it up tonight. I really appreciate everybody coming by tonight. To all of our members, thank you so much, as always, for being here. We are back to our regularly scheduled programming this coming Thursday. I'm still trying to figure out which story-based game we're going to jump into. We recently finished Firewatch. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do next. So if you guys can jump into, if you want to push for anything, we've talked about it in prior streams, but if you guys want to push for anything, we've got that whole community section on the channel that you guys can post on. You guys can start conversations in there. So feel free to use it. Drop suggestions, drop recommendations and things you want to see. And I definitely know what your picks are, dude. I think I may be leaning towards that Tomb Raider remake. That game's a lot of fun. The 2013 game, I really like that one a lot. Speaking of Red Dead Redemption, Ted, they just did a free PS5 upgrade to Red Dead Redemption. I had it on there. It was the PS4 port that already got remastered a little bit, and they did a PS5 upgrade. Really nice frame rate on there. Everything looks nice. Really, really good. But I don't know, I'll keep you guys posted as to what we're going to be doing on Thursday. But until next time, everybody, remember, keep retro gaming alive, because one day your games will be retro too. I don't know. I mean, these days, some of these games, maybe they don't even get to become retro because these freaking developers and publishers turn off the servers. Do games even get to become retro now? Holy crap, that might be a topic for another day. He was over there. Yeah, that'll be a conversation for another time, everybody. Have a great night. I will see you on Thursday.
Welcome to